as you attune to the myth or the myths that you're here to carry, to custodian, you begin to hold a baby. You begin to become a custodian of the baby, the child that those myths are, or that myth is. And all of a sudden, like, have you ever seen a mother with a hungry baby? She does whatever she has to do to look after that baby, right? Like, she looks after that child. And it's the same for these kind of emergent myths of creation that you are guardian of. You learn to hold them like they're one of your own, because they are. You learn to hold them and to be present with them and to support them to grow into what they are. And this is what a lot of the Aboriginal elders that I don't say I've trained with, but that have been some of my teachers and activators over my time journeying the emerging elderhood thread. This is what they innately do: is they hold the threads of culture and the threads of emergent myth. They hold it as if it's a newborn. They hold it with the fierce love of guardian, and they stand for it. In fact, what has really stood out for me over the years is the difference between people who devote themselves or who give themselves to something that they don't really know why they're doing it, and then those people who give themselves to something that they would die for. Like, the thing that I'm doing, the thing that I'm bringing myself to, the thing that I am guardian of, I would die for. And we're going to sit in that idea for a moment, not for too long. Not for too long. We're going to sit in the idea of being a custodian of something that you would give your life for. And I just want you to feel the energy in that. When push came to shove, I would give my life for this. And the wild thing is that it's almost taboo. It's almost taboo to love a thing so much, to stand for it so much, that you'd give your life for it. In the Western world, it makes people uncomfortable. I'm kind of calibrated to Aboriginal Australia, to First Nations Australia, where elders and aunties, uncles would give them their lives for their culture. And it's a really powerful thing to bring ourselves to. I'm not telling you to give your life, by the way. Please no, I'm not saying that. But I'm inviting you into feeling what it feels like to live, to give your life to something that you're prepared to die for. To devote your time to that. If I'm not doing something that I wouldn't die for, I have to change it eventually, because I'm not going to bring all of myself to it. There's some part of me that isn't engaged in the thing. And this is kind of like the magic of all in. It's the medicine of emotionally, physically, spiritually invested, that is almost shunned and shamed in the Western world that I've been brought up in. To love a thing so much that tears fall from your eyes. To love a thing so much that it feels like an adventure, like the greatest adventure, to be walking that path and living it. And somewhere in this space between what you would die for and what is the greatest adventure and what you most deeply love, somewhere in the space of all of that are the myths that are anchored into your being, that are part of who you are, part of what you're here to hold and custodian. You can see mine coming alive over these last few years. And it took me a long time to begin to touch them. Long time. Long time of kind of being lost in the wilderness and wondering why nothing was kind of working. Why did I keep sabotaging myself? Well, because I wasn't ready yet to give myself wholly and fully to that which I most deeply love.